So we're doing prime rib on the grill. I think people think prime rib holidays and doing it in the oven, but I never thought about doing one on the grill.
I know it's easy. Indirect heat, so it mimics more of your oven.
Okay.
So you got the side burners on and the right underneath it off.
But I imagine you're going to get some great flavor because
yes.
from the grill.
Because the grill flavor. Now this is a big roast.
Yes, it's huge.
This is a 3-bone standing rib. So
Okay.
this still has the rib bones in it.
Okay.
So this is probably 6 pounds.
Wow, that's going to feed a crowd again.
It is.
Having people over.
Mhm.
Now, we're doing bone in, and actually my dad loves the bone in. He always has to get the bone in. For people who don't want to mess with the bone, can you do a boneless?
Definitely. The
So it
one
doesn't
we
matter?
have on the grill is boneless.
Okay, all right.
Boneless will cook quicker.
Okay.
This will take quite a while, 2.5 hours on the grill.
Okay.
So, now, this is a ribeye. It has so much beef flavor. I'm just putting kosher salt and black pepper on it, and I'm going to add a little bit of EVOO and kind of make a paste.
And a lot of salt and pepper again.
2 to 1 pepper to salt.
Okay.
2 tablespoons pepper, 1 salt. Give it a nice, good pepper.
But once again, we talked about that earlier. This is a huge piece of meat. You don't want to just put a little teeny bit of salt and pepper. You really want to put a nice amount of seasoning on it. That's what the restaurants do.
So I just got a paste.
Look at all
I'm
that yummy pepper.
Put on here and then rub it all over.
Really get in there with your hands and go
Yes.
for it.
Get both ends.
Now, once again, we're going to make a sauce to go with this beef and just kind of dress it up, take it to the next level, and make you look like a rock star. This is a pesto we're doing, but it's not your traditional basil pesto.
Right, there's not even basil in it, which I thought was weird when I was
Yeah.
reading the recipe. There's Italian parsley.
Okay, so just get that into our, we're going to do this in the
Yes.
blender, or you can do it in a food processor. Cilantro?
Cilantro. And then fresh oregano.
Yeah.
Do you mind opening the grill for me?
I would be happy to.
I don't think I can carry this with the tongs.
Just use your hands,
I'm going
right?
to put him right on
Nice clean hands.
next to this one.
Now, what are we doing? Indirect?
Indirect.
Okay.
So we want both side burners, or if your burners go the long way like mine do, the front and the back, and have them on low, and then you want your roast in the middle because you don't want the flames coming up onto your roast.
Okay.
Because then your bottom's going to get really done.
Okay.
And the top will not. So a nice indirect. And then
Okay.
we can pull that one off and let him rest.
And that is so key when you're doing a nice big piece of meat like this. We did the
This.
tenderloin oil earlier. Let it rest. Everyone is hungry and wants to just carve right into it when you take it off the grill. But if you can just wait 10, 15 minutes, what a difference it makes. It's
Especially
juicier.
a ribeye. Rib roast like this, the resting is
Look
very,
at that
very
pepper
important.
crust. Wow. So how long has this been on the grill?
Probably 2 hours.
Okay.
And I forgot to put this in my raw one, but you want to use your oven safe meat thermometer.
Okay.
And then you can just check it every 30 minutes. I set my timer for 30 minutes because I don't want to go too far done. But 145 internal temp for a nice pink.
Okay.
So I'm going to slide this in here. Don't want to forget that.
And you don't want to, overcook it. You've got
Push
that
'em to
beautiful
the
piece
middle.
of meat. So the ends, again, are going to be a little more well done for people who
There,
like the
he's ready.
roast more well done. And hopefully
Yes.
the inside will be nice and pink. So I'm going to get back to the pesto. And yeah, that's the new thing. It's not just making basil pesto, trying some different other herbs. So 4 cloves of garlic.
Garlic.
Okay. Pinch of red pepper flakes.
Pinch of red pepper flakes.
And instead, a lot of pesto has pine nuts in it.
Hazelnuts.
I love that idea. So something
About
fun.
a 1/4 cup. And then a 1/4 cup of the sherry vinegar.
Okay.
Sherry wine vinegar.
Any oil in here?
Not yet.
Okay. So get
we'll
this
do
going
that,
first. Okay.
Get that pulsed, let it on high, and then we'll add a little bit of oil.
Okay. Let's see. All right. Do some oil.
Calls for 3/4 of a cup,
Okay.
which is quite a bit.
And this is just going to be served on the side with our beef. We're not going to heat it
Yes,
up.
there
Just
you
a
go.
nice. It's going to be really fresh. I'm going to use
Might need a
that
little
spoon
more
that we
oil.
use this with, just to kind of get that going. This reminds me of a
Might do a little more
chimichurri
oil.
sauce, which is something that they do a lot. If you've ever been to one of those Argentine beef restaurants, they have in some of the big cities. It's very Brazilian. You serve a fresh herb sauce along with your steak, and it's just really light and refreshing. I'm gonna do a little more oil in here.
Yes.
How did it turn out?
It looks good.
It looks really good. The ends look a little bit more well done for the people who like it more well done.
Nice and juicy. That salt and pepper with the oil mix makes a nice crust also. I like to get it to a nice paste consistency and rub it on, and it's amazing what that little bit of seasoning and oil does to outside of your roast.
You bet.
Plate him.
We've got the sauce.
And this is a boneless roast, so a little bit easier to carve, but you don't have those bones if you really like that flavor.
The sauce is so fresh
that
and
looks
green.
great.
And normally, traditionally, you think about tossing this with pasta, and you could, but it just really goes nicely with beef. Oh, this looks great. Now, for the recipes that Angie did today, and you're going to want to make both of these. I know I am. I can hardly wait. The beef tenderloin with that wonderful tarragon cream wine sauce, and then this amazing standing rib roast, prime rib with the fresh herb pesto.